What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we're talking about XLM today, Stellar Lumens, man. I wanted to make this video last night. I was just too tired. It's no excuse, but that's the excuse. I was tired. Stellar Lumens, XLM, man. That's it's an OG coin and a half right there. Like if you're in crypto and you haven't heard of Stellar Lumens, you're I don't know how you can say you're in crypto, man. I'm not saying that you have to be in it. You don't even have to believe in it. But I mean, come on, everybody's heard of this coin. Everyone's gotten a little bit of the free coin on Coinbase, right? From a low to high, this thing is at an increase of 754x, man. And I say 754. I know it says 75,300, but when you're 100% up, that's a 2x. So 300 technically that's a 754x, right? If you're at a 100% gain, so every 100% that you see, you're that x plus 1. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. So anyways, very, very massive increase. Let's see what the market cap is. What's great about Stellar Lumens, man, is it has maintained since 2015. It's maintained its position in the top 50, the top 100, the top 30 even. It's got a $2 billion market cap. Yeah, man, this thing is the real deal in my opinion. I don't know how much it's going to do as far as growth goes. Does it have a 100x in its bag? Could it 100x from here? It could. It definitely could. $200 billion market cap. That would be $268 billion market cap. That's a lot. But we've seen it in crypto with at least a couple coins. Is there gonna be more coins that do that? Probably. Which ones are they? Is Stellar going to be one of them? I don't know. But what you do have is lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, right? And you've got these two tops here, sure, but really it kind of almost looks like an ascending formation where you've got this base at the top. It's not really a base, I guess a summit, right? Then you've got this ascending formation here. And I made a video yesterday talking about how, or I didn't make a video on this specifically, but I forget which video it was, but I was talking about how I don't like diagonal lines. We're on the monthly chart here. We're dealing with previous cycle lows and previous cycle tops, just generally stuff that like matters for the whole chart's existence. So I like these lines. I'm okay with using these lines. And truth be told, the way that you're interacting with this line, it wouldn't surprise me if you came below it at some point. Maybe you don't do it here. Maybe you go up and then you come below it here. But I don't think if you break this line that means that it's all over for Stellar. I don't think that means you can't get above it. I don't think that means that is the end of things by any means. But without these lines in here, just giving that kind of like general look, let's do some more rough TA from top to bottom here on this very macro fib from all-time high to the last cycle's lows. We went up and retraced to the 886 and we came back down. We didn't even touch the 236. That's not normal, but it's not necessary. I would like to see us touch the 236, which again makes me kind of inclined to believe that we might not be done going lower yet. But I do like this. I don't know. I mean, you found support on the 618 here, resisted the 786. I mean, you resisted the 618 here even. I mean, technically this would promote the idea that you will see extensions. The minimum extension would be $2.45 with a potential of going to like $22. Is that possible? Could we do that? Well, 100x from here would be at $9. So, and that would put us at $200 and something billion. So a 1618 extension is totally possible. Maybe $22 is not as possible. But something in between these three lines for a top is definitely possible. And is it going to happen in this next bull cycle? Maybe. Is it going to go up here and then come down and then go up to this one in the following bull cycle after this one? Maybe. Who knows? Is it going to go down from here? Is it going to have a very terrible bull cycle? I was going to say probably, possibly. It's all possible. But with the formation you have, I would be surprised if you took this low out. I wouldn't be surprised if you took this low out, but I would be surprised if you took this low out. You probably wouldn't go too much lower than this low, and if you did, I very much doubt you take out that low. But anyways, looking at another fib, the more kind of like relative one from bottom to top here. Yeah, you held the 618 as support. It took you a second, but you finally broke through it, and then once you broke through it, you actually made a jump right back up above it. I would say that this is telling that you do, if you were to go back below the 618, if you were to go back below this orange line, you would very likely see support at the 786 or the 886, somewhere in this range. You'd and not see extensions, just with how it's acting with the 618 right now, in my opinion. And then also, you line that up with this here fib from top to bottom. You got your 786 right around the 236. You've got your 886 kind of close to the 0.069. So I think it's either of these lines are probably more, to me, more prominent at the moment because it's the more relative fib. To prove that wrong, to prove that you are done going down, that you're going to go higher from here, you would like to just basically see, stair-stepping upwards. It's completely possible that this could go up to the 382 and then make its final leg down. That's not uncommon. It's possible that it could, make a little tip up to this 236 again and then make its way down. It could just go down from here. It doesn't need to. But if you want to disprove that it is going to go lower than this, what you'd want to see would be a close above 17.8 cents, which being at 9 cents, I know that's not a whole lot of help right now, but this is just looking at it on the fibs, just some kind of key areas to keep in mind. Again, that area to watch to to me on a fib basis certify that this low is the low and that we're not going lower. I'd like to see a monthly close above 17.8 cents. 17.8 cents. If you look at the RSI, it's kind of a weak RSI. You are below the 50. You've been below it for quite some time, which, to be fair, you haven't done for the most of the time in your existence. Let's see here. It went above it here, but we really went above it here. It took 23 bars. Right now we're at about 19 bars. We could stay in here longer. We don't have to just because it did that last time. We could stay in here for 50 bars. Who knows? I know that it kind of wig-wagged here, but you didn't really break out of it right until this one. So I'm going to try and measure from when you went under it to when you broke out of it. That's 17 bars. I don't know. Not necessarily a good comparison to make. You do have hidden bullish divergence, to be fair. Lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. You see that. You generally see that with confirmation in a uptrend. So you do have an uptrend. I kind of like it. I think you have this this. It's almost like a channel of sorts. Oh man, let's see. Let's see actually if this is a channel. What if this whole thing is just a giant channel? A bullish channel, by the way, but let's just see. I don't know. Oops, that's not the right line. I'm just gonna do this real quick. It's not gonna be spot on, but just bear with me here. I don't know. Come on now. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it would be more I see the shape that I'm going for. I don't know, man. Would I take these lows here? Would it really be like that? Kind of. I don't know. I think we are in some kind of channel. I think I'm just not getting the right anchor points on it, but it does look more or less like you're going upwards in this kind of area, right? It looks like you're going, I don't know. Maybe not. Go lower, prove me wrong. But let's see. On the RSI again, it's not necessarily encouraging, though you do have hidden bullish divergence. And the only reason I say it's not encouraging is because this to me doesn't necessarily look like a bottom. But it doesn't have to. A bottom doesn't have to look like a bottom. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have waited for a perfect bottom and then it just never came, and they're still waiting to this day. Let's see here. RSI on the weekly was very weak for a long time. You're starting to show strength, but really not really. You're showing neutrality, right? You're going to the extremes, rejecting the 65, coming to extremes down here, rejecting the 35. Not even extremes. You're just staying within this range, ping-ponging, showing neutrality, which you're doing the same thing in the price. You are in I would say, a more bullish posture right now with the fact that you closed. Ooh, did you even close above it? Maybe not. This could be a bearish. I don't know. You closed right at it. It's not necessarily inherently bearish, but I don't know. With this RSI rejecting off of this same area here before, you close at this and you have this kind of candle. I do think you want to go lower. I do think you want to go lower from here. Looking at it on a shorter term time frame from the fib basis here, I guess we would actually measure this one from bottom to top to certify or signify that we're going to go lower closing a week below 8.9 cents, basically below 9 cents, but like 8.92 cents, closing it below there would probably be indicative that we do see some extensions ultimately, which wouldn't surprise me. That's, you know, that kind of fits the narrative I was painting back with the monthly, right? Looking at this, I wonder where I want to get those lows in actually. Let's see where, right, the 786, man. The 786 here is right around this 1618. You very well could, and it could go, you can wick below the 1618 and then come back up and close above it. It doesn't have to be the exact bottom. You could see a bottom somewhere around 5.5 cents, somewhere around 5.5 cents. Makes sense to me. It could, you know, being that this is kind of a smaller extension to base off of. I know there's a lot of lines, but just bear with me. Being that this is a smaller extension, it wouldn't be impossible to see deeper extensions. And the 2618, the 2414 is kind of near this 886, so that would put the low in around like 3.9 cents to 3.6 cents, somewhere in that range. But I guess I would expect the bottom to be anywhere from like 3.5 to 5.5 cents. That's kind of the overall expectation right now. 5.69 cents, I don't know, something like that. It can go up from here though. It really could. You do have increasing volume, though you're not breaking. Increasing volume like this and double topping like this, that's not you want to get increasing volume as you're breaking out of a range. You're getting increasing volume, but you have done anything but break out of this range. You've actually rejected the tops. I definitely think this thing, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking it does want to go lower. Long-term RSI on the daily. Oops, I'm still using my brush here. Let's see. You are battling the 50. Let's get more of a line on there. You're battling the 50. It doesn't look strong. You are technically above the 50, but if this thing went down below this purple line, you would probably cross below the 50 here too, and here as well. At the moment, this does look good, I would say, and this looks good, and this looks fine too. So really what you would want to do to kind of prevent from going lower, on a daily time frame, it looks kind of decent. What you'd want to do to prevent yourself from going lower, start getting some days to close above 10.03 cents, or I guess 10.3 cents, right? It's 10 cents, 10.3 cents. So get some days that close above the 382 here, and definitely if you can get above the 618, then I changed my mind. It's go time. This is just a correction here. But again, the weekly and the monthly to me aren't necessarily encouraging. They're not completely condemningly bearish. Again, the weeklies, if anything, it's neutral right now. The monthly is kind of bearish, but you have hidden bullish divergence, so there's bullish things going on. But again, this on the monthly, you could come down lower and still have that hidden bullish divergence. You could come down here and like get a higher low on a monthly basis, go down here. How far of a drop would that be? From the current price, you could drop 20%, sure, 15%, and then turn up from there. That's not out the window. That's not even I would say unlikely. It's kind of like, and even actually going lower than this low is a strong possibility, which would be a 30% or more drop. But I don't know, on the daily, I do like the daily. I definitely do like the daily, but it's not the strongest RSI readings and the strongest price movements that we've seen. I mean, we are above the purple line. You are above the 50. You're staying above the 50 after getting rejected out of this overbought area, which you always get rejected out of it. You know, you had a nice little double top in the RSI, whatever. No volume following through on the downtrend. That's encouraging too. You know, if you have volume kind of decreasing while you're forming this range here, and then it increases as you're breaking out of it, that would be encouraging. But let's just see on a 4-hour too. 4-hour looks good. The 4-hour definitely looks good, I would say. It looks, in the short term, I would think you probably do want to go up, but maybe over the coming weeks and months you want to go down. Maybe what you're going to do in the short term is form another kind of like high somewhere around here, probably around the 382 or the 618. Maybe you go to 10 cents, maybe you go to just around 11 cents, and then turn around from there. At the moment, that's kind of my impression. I do think on the daily and the 4-hour it looks good. So probably immediately from here, I say immediately, but give or take a few hours. I don't know. Actually, I might hold the phone on that. You got a top here. Oh, damn. You got a top here and a bottom here, and you're rejecting the 236 like this. I don't know, man. You could go lower than this low, and if you go lower than this low, then the whole bullish thing that I just painted it's out the window. It's probably going to go lower. So I don't know, actually. Rejecting the 236 like this, you don't normally see that without going deeper. You would normally at least go to the 382, but if you reject the 236, that is a strong signal. And at this point, it'd be a strong bearish signal. But you are hugging it. You are getting higher lows. You haven't broken down yet. So all you got to do really get above this 236, kind of stair step your way up here. And if that happens again, I would expect some kind of top in this kind of range. Probably anywhere from like 11 cents to 11.5 cents, honestly, and then lower from there, then proceed lower. But I don't know. At the moment, it is kind of at a critical point. If you break this structure, this kind of like, and I know I say I hate diagonal lines, and here I am using it, but if you break out of this, you're going down, showing that you rejected the 236. That would not. Oops, sorry. Let's see here. That would not be a good thing. That would not be a good thing. You would likely see extensions off of this move, and likely, honestly, you'd probably just see a retracement of this overall move down to the 618 or the 18 to the 886 or whatever, stuff like that. So that's kind of my take on Stellar at the moment. I think that it has a good future. I think that it's one of those like serious contenders. It's an OG coin. It's going to have its time to shine. It has in the past. I don't think that this is the all-time high. I do think it goes higher. It's been around for a while, man. And there's people definitely working on this thing. So I don't know too much about it. Honestly, I probably should know more for it being an OG coin, but I know that it stood the test of time. I've never heard of anybody, I hear Solana getting shut down because of like whatever. There's not enough people to keep up with like the servers or whatever, or there's not enough infrastructure to keep it like supported whenever you have a bunch of transactions running on it. But I've never heard about that with Stellar. Maybe they just have less people using it. I don't know. But I've never heard like bad things about Stellar Lumens. I've only actually heard good things. So that in itself isn't necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. But to be around in crypto since 2014 and not be like known for being a piece of shit, I think that's an attestament of its validity right there. Let's see, top to bottom here. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think you do go lower, and if you do go lower, these lines will change. But if this low holds, 31.6 cents is kind of the area that you would look for to see these immediate extensions come into play for this bull market. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. Again, just a quick little like closing thought on this. I think short term, it kind of looks good. It has the opportunity to go down from here. If it goes down from here, where I would look again, it could be anywhere from like 3.5 cents to like 5.6 cents, somewhere in that range. That could be the low. I don't expect that this low is going to be taken out at the moment. I would say that I do expect this low to be taken out. But all that being said, this will take time. It'll probably take weeks, months, not something that's going to happen immediately. If it does happen immediately, if we break down immediately down here, well, it might be a good time to buy. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll pay attention to this one as it goes on. And somebody made a request for this one a while ago, and I didn't do it. I meant to do it, and I'm sorry that it's taken so long to get this video out. But here it is. So, yeah, have a good day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.